If you guys lacking coins for all the new cards that are out, then check out mulefactory.com. They're the cheapest site I've found for coins. They deliver in 5 minutes. And if you use TGC Kurt5 at checkout, you get 5% off your order. Check them out with the link down below now. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 18 potential upgrades episode. Today is episode 3 and I've tried to go for some bigger players in this one. These are ones that I think have just had 6 seasons that aren't necessarily going to be getting upgraded by 8-9 ratings, but they've been sick. They're going to get upgraded and they're going to end up being a big upgrade. These are players that will be used a lot more next season because they're upgraded, and there would just be some sick players. You've obviously seen some on the title, but I think this should be a good episode's worth of players. So 2 quick things before we get into it. Firstly, if you guys have any suggestions for upgrades that haven't been in any of these episodes, stick them in the comments down below and they may be featured in the next episode. We'll have a look at what potential ratings could be and stuff like that for the next one. And of course, if you guys have been enjoying these, don't forget to smash that like button, and if it's your first time watching, drop that subscribe button. We are uploading almost daily throughout the summer, and then we're going to have a ton of FIFA 18 content. So if you're enjoying all this stuff, like I said, smash that subscribe button. Let's try and hit 250k in time for FIFA 18. But without any further ado, we're going to get into our first one, and that is going to be Deli Alley. Now, I was thinking Deli Alley deserves an upgrade, right? He's going to be upgraded from an 82. There's now been 2 seasons, basically, that he's been sick. He got 18 goals, 7 assists last year, which is unreal. Basically playing in the centre forward behind, like, second striker sort of role, getting in the box as much as he could. But I was thinking, when there's players like Coutinho, who I think he was 85 this season, right? Didn't he get upgraded to an 86? Yeah, he went from cam to left wing and went up to an 86. Some people saying he should be 87, 88. If that's the case, there is no doubt Deli Alley should be at least an 85. He's had an unreal couple of seasons, last year in particular, and there's no way he's staying that low. He's going to be at the very least an 84, maybe an 85. I think he's following the same trajectory as Harry Kane, just maybe half a season or a season behind him. And considering Kane he started off this season as an 85, right? Then Deli Alley will too for next year. But actually, Harry Kane started off as an 84, didn't he? Then got upgraded to an 85. I think Deli Alley will be 84, 85 for sure. Next up, we have Leander Dendoncker. There's a lot of talk of this guy actually getting a move to the Premier League. United being linked to him, Liverpool being linked with him. A few people saying they should pick him up. He is a very good player. He's been coming on year after year for Anderlecht. Still only 22 years of age. He's already upgraded to a 78 in career mode and head-to-head. I think they're going to go one further. He got into the team of the season this year, had a fantastic season, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy will be getting a nice upgrade. If he's not 79, 80, I'll be very surprised. He should be going up at least 3, and he should have a gold rated card finally next season. Okay, next up we have a player that basically smashed all expectations last year at RB Leipzig. He was amazing. He should be going up to an 82, 83 in my opinion. Last year he scored 8 goals, got 19 assists in 27 starts. That is not bad at all. That's a goal or assist every single game. Averaged a 7.75 on WhoScored.com, which I think, I'm going to double check, I think that puts him in the top 3 or 4 players in the Bundesliga last season. I know Thiago was number 1. Iron Robin was number 2. This is for players that have played 10 games or more. And Forsberg is number 3. So he was one of the best players in the Bundesliga last season based on the stats. And also just his actual performance. He was fantastic. Part of a crazy rise for the RB Leipzig squad. And there's no doubt he's going to be getting an upgrade to that 82 rated next season. But next up, we're going to stay in the Bundesliga for Leon Grechka. The guy had a very good season for Schalke. I like the look of this guy. 22 years of age. He played a couple of games in the Confederations Cup. Yeah, he played 2. Scored 2 goals in the Confed Cup. I did think so. And yeah, just played relatively well for Schalke last season. 30 appearances. Averaged a 7.21. Played well in the Europa League for them too. He played in 9 different Europa League games. That's a pretty solid record. He played in centre mid. Played in cam. Got a few assists. Got a few goals. Really nice contribution all round. And yeah, I think this guy's going to get upgraded by a couple next year. Just checked as well, and he is up to an 81 in head-to-head and career mode with an 87 potential. So year on year, he's going to keep going up. And do you know what? I'd like to see him at Arsenal. Next up, we have one of the better performing players in the second half of the season last year. That was Isco. The guy was tremendous. Basically, from January on, he just smashed it out of the park. The amount of like crucial games at Champions League, he was sick. For the end of the season in the La Liga when they were closing it out, it was fantastic. The guy had a really good end of the season. Just seemed to be getting man of the match after man of the match. In fact, can I see how many he got? He got 7 man of the matches last season. And given that he only started in 18 La Liga games, that's pretty impressive. 12 off the bench too. Basically became a starter second half of the year. And obviously with James Rodriguez going next season, I think he'll still be ahead of Asensio in the pecking order. I think he's going to get a nice upgrade because he really was absolutely outstanding last season. And of course, it's going to be a World Cup year. So he is going to be desperate to be starting as much as possible so we can get into that fantastic Spanish midfield. Next up we have Gabrielle Hey-Zeus, an amazing little player. He was so good before he hit that injury. 7 goals in 8 starts, 2 sub appearances, 2. The sub appearances were 4 minutes and 15 minutes, so that doesn't really count, I don't think. Let's just say 7 goals in 8 starts. That's pretty incredible to move to a new country and get that sort of record. He was absolutely brilliant when he played. He is currently 79 on head-to-head. I think that's going to go up. I think if he starts the season off well as well, if he's actually playing, he is going to be absolutely unreal. He's going to be one of the most OP players on FIFA next year with his 5-star skills if he gets a nice little upgrade, especially if he goes to like 80, 81. I think he's going to be sick. I'm very worried about just how good this guy is going to be next season because he is a ridiculously talented player, can play up front, can play on the wing, and he's going to be scoring a lot of goals for City if he stays fit all season. And it's going to be interesting. What are they going to do? They have so many attacking options. It's absolutely ludicrous. Is he going to play every other game? What's going to happen with Aguero? I just don't know what they're going to do. Even if you were to say, oh, they'll move him out onto the right, well, they just can't do it because they've bought wingers. They've bought amazing players. They've got like 6 wingers and attacking midfielders, and like De Bruyne wants to play on the right sometimes, and all these players want to play all over the place. It's mental. It really is mental. Obviously, Kelechi Iheanacho is going to be going, so if there is any injuries to Aguero, Gabrielle Hey-Zeus will be the second in line. But yeah, absolutely mental how good their front line is, and I think he's going to be absolutely class for them next season. N'Golo Kante. I was thinking about this one, and I thought obviously he started the game as an 81. He got upgraded to an 83 in the winter. He's got to be up to like an 86, right? He got the Premier League Player of the Year. Riyad Mahrez got that last year. And that saw him rise from a 76 to an 85. So Kante's got to be going up to like an 86, maybe 87, surely, right? You don't get Player of the Season and not go up some ratings. Surely. Just seems right. I don't know. That's just what I think. He should be going up by a couple of ratings. And if he does, he's going to be even more insane on FIFA. More of his stats are going to be 80 plus. If he gets any special cards, he's just going to be absolutely ludicrous. But we're going to move on to someone that's basically the Bundesliga version of him. And that is Naby Keita. And he might not be the Bundesliga version of him for much longer. He may be the Premier League equal to him because he might be moving to Liverpool. It's all kicking off over in Germany with him. He's fighting players at training, doing bad tackles, kicking off all over the place. I don't know what is going on with this guy, but it's looking like it's going to be a big money move to Liverpool if it does go through. 8 goals, 7 assists last season. Did get 8 yellow cards, which is quite a lot. 3 man of the matches, but to get that many goals playing in centre mid and defensive mid, that's pretty flipping impressive. He contributes from deep. He's good at dribbling, good on the ball. We should be looking at a sick upgrade to his card next year. And if he is 82, 83, that'll be absolutely unreal. And again, think if he gets a special card at Liverpool, scores like 2 goals or something and gets an inform, because I think he had like 3 or 4 informs last year. If he has like some absolutely special games, we could be looking at one of the most OP cards on FIFA again, because he's a well-rounded centre-mid. He reminds me kind of of N'Golo. He's a well-rounded centre-mid, but that also gets special cards. Kante doesn't really get many special cards because he doesn't score goals. This guy can, and that will mean he'll be sick in terms of FIFA. So he's going to be a cool upgrade and potential, if he moves to the Premier League, to be one of the most used cards next season. Talking of Liverpool, we're going to go on to Sadio Mane. He had a really, really good year last year. I think it's safe to say he should be getting a little upgrade. He scored 13 goals in 26 starts with a goal every other game and got 5 assists. Had a good season. 79 shooting seems about right. Dribbling around the sort of same. Physical up a bit. Passing up a little bit. Couple of little increases, but I think it would be fair to give Mane a little boost up from 82. He had a really, really good season, and I feel like there's 82 rated players that just aren't as good as he was last year. I think for how influential he was to the side, 83, 84 definitely seems fair to me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should he be 83, 84, 85? What do you think Sadio Mane should get next season? I think he's got to have one more big season at Liverpool before we start talking about the 86 sort of range. That definitely won't be happening, but I think 84 would be very, very fair for him. Last but most certainly not least, we have Leroy Sare. This guy is up to an 82 already in head-to-head on FIFA and on the career mode. They've already upgraded him a little bit, and he's going to be a sick card next year. I think he's going to become that little bit more usable now that he's into the 80s. His pace has gone up a touch, dribbling up a touch. Physical looks good. A lot of these stats I took directly from what his stats were on head-to-head, which is why they've taken quite a bit of a jump and they look pretty sick. He had a pretty good season last year. Few goals, few assists, just contributed quite a lot. Was good in the Champions League. 2 goals, 2 assists in 4 Champions League appearances. You can't complain about that at all. Had a good season, and yeah, I think we'll definitely be seeing some upgrades to his card next year. 82, 83 I think will be what they'll probably give him, especially, again, a lot of these, it matters how they start the season. Obviously, the season starts in 2 weeks. That's when we're going to be playing the first games of the season, and that still means there's 6 weeks, maybe 6 the games will start on the 28th, maybe 7 weeks of Premier League. Well, we lose one with the international break, but a lot of weeks before the game comes out, and there's still chance for players to really be starting off shining. If someone is a starter for their club that wasn't expecting to be starting, really smashes through at the start of the season, it could have a big effect on the ratings too. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see Sane get at least 2+ ratings on his upgrade. And if he's 82 in head-to-head, why won't they make him 82 on the Ultimate Team next season? But that, guys, brings us to the end of this episode. Don't forget to smash that like button if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if it's your first time watching. Comment down below the ratings you think should have been given to the players in this episode and players you think should be upgraded for FIFA 18. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.